Welcome, gamers. Welcome to the Gaming Crypt. Today, I have a very special game for you. Today I present the Plum Island Horror. Ooh. Seriously though, I have been waiting for this game to come for a very long time. This is the Plum Island Horror, a new GMT release. It's a rare, non-historical GMT game. It is designed by the legendary Hermann Luttmann. Hermann Luttmann is the designer of Dawn of the Zeds. I have Dawn of the Zeds 3rd edition. It is a brilliant design. It is like playing through a movie. It's like playing through a season of a really great prestige horror TV show. It is just wonderful. It is a game that I play every October without fail, and then even more frequently than that. So Mr. Luttmann's new game really seems like it's aiming to be a spiritual successor, if not a direct sequel to Dawn of the Zeds. I'm not exactly sure what system it's built on. I know Dawn of the Zeds is built on the Victory Point Games States of Siege system. I'm not sure which system this is built on, whether it's more pandemic-y, whether it's more States of Siege, I don't know. And this artwork, so evocative of 1950s horror comics like Tales from the Crypt or The Vault of Horror or The Haunt of Fear. I love the aesthetics. I'm really drawn into the theme. I'm wondering how GMT is going to pull off just a blatantly non-historical, all-out horror fantasy game. I've been anticipating this game for so long, over a year, that I wanted to film my reaction, taking the shrink wrap off, looking at the components for the first time. Just based on the cover and based on the design pedigree and the developer, it's developed by Ken Kuhn at GMT Games. I'm just excited about it. So I wanted to film my reaction, taking the shrink wrap off, looking at the components for the first time. I just have a feeling this is going to be something special. So without any further ado, let's take off the shrink wrap. Let's see what's in the box. So I'm going to go ahead and start unboxing the Plum Island Horror. So let's take the shrink wrap off. Very excited about this. All right, here comes the shrink wrap. It's the big moment. Here it comes. All right, look at that cover. That cover looks so good. So you got the heroes of Plum Island. You have some zombies. Looks like there's some kind of nuclear power plant thing going on. This is great. So I'm going to lift off the box. Ooh, okay, so first we have the rule book. Okay, the rule book. Let's take a look at the rule book. Oh, very colorful. Well done, GMT. Look at this. It's got pictures and everything in it. So the rule book seems to be, how long is this? How many pages is this? The rule book's only about 30 pages. It seems very reasonable, large type. Seems like it shouldn't be too difficult. And it seems like I love that it uses pictures. There's a lot of illustrations with the tokens. That is good. That reminds me, this actually looks a lot easier to get into than Dawn of the Zeds, so that's a good first sign. We have a reference guide. Okay, that's good. So reference guide helps you keep track. So you can look things up this way. Okay, so you get a reference guide. It looks like you can look things up, and that is excellent. That looks good as well. And I also like the comic book. It's got the comic book style going on with that as well. All right, we have some looks like player boards here. These must be for the player cards. We got some horrors. We got the Plum Island Constabulary, National Guard. This is very Dawn of the Zeds looking. I'm already liking this. We got some NPC units. They're all single-sided. We've got Neighborhood Watch. Got Greenport Township. I'm already getting this pulpy vibe, and I'm getting this pulpy vibe, and I'm definitely getting Dawn of the Zeds vibes from this. I'm so excited. All right, so we've got some other boards here. Got VIP Citizens, which is also very, reminds me of Dawn of the Zeds. I'm going to probably be saying that a lot during this unboxing because that's my only point of reference. All right, so now we know we're in GMT territory because we have several pages of counters here. So it looks like we've got supplies, damage tokens. I like these big counters. That's really nice. Hopefully there's going to be room in this box for a counter tray. It looks like we might need one, although baggies could work for some of these. So we've got Murder of Horrors. So this is like Murder of Crows, Murder of Horrors. It's excellent. And we've got all of our player tokens. These are probably standees, it looks like. That's really cool. Very nice. We got another page of counters here. All right, got another page of counters, and we've got another page of counters, just a small one here. So these are optional reminder tokens. Interesting. All right, now we have something I've been wanting to look at. This thing is, all right, this thing is huge. This is the board. There's some stuff at the bottom here that I'm not going to look at just yet. In fact, let me move some. I'm going to move some of this stuff. I'm going to move some of this stuff off to the side here. Let me move all of these counter sheets over. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this board. All right, hopefully I can. Whoa! Hopefully I can get this whole thing on camera. I don't know if I can. This board is humongous. This is huge. Can I even get this thing on? Let's see. I'm going to work on this. All right. So if I can't get it all on at once, I'm actually going to have to move the box onto the floor for a second. All right. Oh, this thing is enormous. Oh, I love this. I love this. This is okay, this game looks like it's going to be a bit of a table hog, but in the best way. Look at this art. I love the iconography is very clear. Looks like each zone not only gets a name, but gets a letter. So you have E, G, H, so things can kind of, you can kind of find your way around. I like that. It's got very clear icons. This looks very good. So I'm gonna try to get this whole thing on camera. All right, there. I think I've got it. I think you can see everything. There's some kind of track here. It looks like things. This is probably just looking at the arrows. Things move from here to here. So this must be where the enemies enter, and then maybe they can move around. This is great. This is kind of like a grid movement. You're moving around this board from location to location. Ooh, this looks so good. Got really interesting locations. I wonder what some of these icons mean. Looks maybe these are places where you can find certain things. Maybe there's decks that you can access items at. So it looks like there might be a little bit of looting. Will you be able to loot and find items? Ooh, I like that. Getting a little bit of Zombicide vibes from this too. Oh, this looks so, this board is amazing. This is a great piece of board game design. I love the look of this. Man, this is so good. I wasn't sure what to expect. Sometimes GMT games can be a little dry looking, but this one looks fantastic. I love the color scheme. Oh, I can't wait. So let me maybe leave the board here. And I wanted to get the bottom of the box here in order to look at some of the components on the inside. So let's see what we've got here. We've got lots of cubes. All right, so getting some Eurogame vibes here, using the cubes. All right, oh, we got bases, so those must be standees, and got a bunch of bases. I'm just going to check the bases out real quick. It looks like these will be nice because it looks like they'll be able to pinch, but they're not going to like dig into the cardboard, which is good. That's always a concern about standee bases. I hate it when they destroy the cardboard. Oh, we've got some draw bags in here too. And these draw bags, anything on them? Nothing on them. They're blank, but they feel really good. These are nice quality draw bags. Here's another one. This one's got the nuclear waste sign on it. And this one feels good too. Interesting. We got some, got a bunch of baggies. But I'm probably going to try to get a, probably get a counter tray, maybe to hold some of the counters. We've got some dice. Let's give the dice a roll. All right, so those are cool. So they've got, looks like damage, maybe half of a damage. They have some defense and maybe attack on it. So I guess you roll the dice at some point and try to do some damage. Maybe that's a heal, I don't know. Then we have some card decks. We got 1, 2, 3 decks of cards. I don't think this is the kind of game that has spoilers. So spoiler warning, I want to look at some of these cards and see what they're like. If this is going to ruin the game for you, you can skip ahead in the video, but I think so. We got some search cards. I won't look at all of these, but let's just see what some of the things you can find. So you have the Rue Caravan. Oh, these are like encounters. This is interesting. Crates full of berries. The Legend of the Plum Island Mermaid. You find the Walking Dead. So these aren't like items. These are like encounters that you can have. You can search somewhere and it's like a story develops. I really like that. So this looks like this is going to be very, very narratively rich, and narrative in the best sense, where you have emergent narrative during gameplay. So I like that. I like that in a game. I like those kinds of stories. I'm glad it's not just reading a book and doing like a choose your own adventure type thing. It seems to actually incorporate some emergent narrative, which is fantastic. I'm going to look at this next deck of cards. Not sure what this one is. It looks like there's got some player aid cards, which is great. For player aid, for player actions. We have some event cards. Ooh, so not only do things happen when you search, but there's also events in the game. Crisis at the ER. We've got infected plane crash. See, this is great. This is what I was hoping. I was hoping for a game that was not only mechanically sound, which I'm sure it is, but also just tells a fantastic, pulpy, wonderful horror story. This is just making me more and more excited the more that I open and look at these components. We've got the plastic off. Let's take a look at this final deck. So we have the Fate decks. The Fate deck is a similar mechanic in Dawn of the Zed. So I really wonder how much DNA is actually going to be borrowed. Obviously, like the way the board works is a little bit different. Dawn of the Zeds is a tower defense with things moving towards you, and this seems to be everything moving down and moving to certain locations. There seems to be like an ocean here. Maybe you have to like get people into to the boat or something like that. But that's really an interesting. It's really a different approach. Okay, so these are just like activation cards. This is actually very reminiscent of a game like Zombicide or something, where you have zombie activation cards. But hey, I can't have too much of that. I really am digging this. So this unboxing has really gotten me excited to play this game, to dig into it. So finally, at last, my conclusion is unboxing successful. This looks fantastic. This has exceeded my expectations for what a GMT horror fantasy non-historical adventure game is going to look like. I can't wait to get it to the table. I can't wait to read that, to dig into that rule book, and hopefully I will have at least a first impressions video coming, if not a full playthrough. We'll see how long it takes for me to have played this game long enough to give you a good opinion of it, but so far so good. So that's about all I have to say. So thank you, gamers, for joining me at this unboxing of the Plum Island Horror. I look forward to getting it to my table. I hope that this was helpful if you're considering purchasing this game, to take a look at the components on the inside. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below. I'd love to read what you have to think. If you have ideas of things that you want to see for the channel, if you want to see a playthrough of this game or a review, let me know. And until next time, keep on solo gaming. I'm Solitarius. Bye-bye.